Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna show you how to add a user to the Sudoers. That user should now use the sudo keyword to do all the tasks, and if he doesn't have that, it simply means he cannot do other things. He can't edit some files, he can't delete some files, he can't create some files, he cannot visit some directories and all that. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the terminal and we log into the terminal. First of all, we have to see which users we have there. Let's say cat, then we say /etc/pass wd, then space. We want to go to the file we're gonna see all those users. Then we say pipe, then cat, which is a cut, space, then we say -d, then no space, I'm sure, then put colony, semicolon something, space -f1, then you enter. When you enter, we can see all these names. So we want this guy called Bobbly, we're gonna use that Bobbly. Then let's clear here. How do we switch to the user? I'm gonna show you how to switch to another user to see that user if he has that sudo power or he doesn't have. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch on to that user. I'm gonna say su, then we'd say -l, it's gonna be -l, then we say Bobbly, then we enter. So it's gonna ask us just the password, for, something went wrong, we put in the bad password for him. So we can recall the command, but also we can bypass that and say sudo. So because the user we're using is a sudoer, we say sudo, then we say su -l. It won't ask us the password if we use sudo. You're gonna see the power of sudo. Bobbly. So it means we can log into this person without asking us the password. It did ask this time. Okay, it's fine. It's asking the password of the user who logged in, not the one where we're going. You see, the one where we're going went in straight without password. Okay, we're gonna try to execute one task to see if he has a sudo cd2 downloads. You say downloads. You can see, okay. Try again later. You can see now it tells us that Bobbly is not in the Sudoers file. This instance will be reported, you understand? So this action is gonna be reported because that guy is not in the Sudoers file. So I'm gonna put that here, that message. Okay, since it's gonna be reported, we should quickly give him access to be a sudoer. So I'm gonna switch on to another user, which is the sudo user -l, then it's gonna be Layla. When login, then we log into him, to her. So, okay, we say enter. Once we enter, so we on Layla. On Layla, we're gonna say sudo then we are in as Sudoers. So now, once we have that power ourselves, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give that power to somebody else. So what do? We're gonna run a command saying sudo. Then after sudo, we say sudo user mode. Then we say space -a space -G space sudo space username, which is Bobbly. We say enter. So simply means we give this person powers to be sudo. So we're gonna change to say su -l Bobbly. Okay, once we on Bobbly, you can see we on Bobbly already. Okay, to run a command as an administrator, use root whatever. Okay, So you can see we can try to say sudo. So you can see now it allows, gonna see Bob Lee. We can see Bob Lee now is a sudoer. That's why we can now try to say what we're gonna test now after making that user to be sudo. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to back to terminal. At the same time, I'm gonna say sudo. No, I'm gonna say sudo. So then I say Bob Lee. Then enter. Then after that, we're gonna say okay, put in the password for okay. So now since we're gonna say, then we're gonna say sudo su. You see Bob Lee now is gonna allow us to put you can see Bob Lee now allows us to I wanna go to Bob Lee sudo. I'll say su, then I say -l Bob Lee. Okay, we logged in as Bob Lee, you can see, but it's not sudo. Let's make her sudo or him sudo. So remember before it was saying is not in the sudo or whatever, so now the guy is sudo. So how can we test? You can say cd to once you see this hashtag, it simply means you are sudo already. So there is no need for you to become what? Sudo again. Get me? So to write the word sudo, so just say cd to, I'm gonna go to etc, right? Then I'm gonna say I want to list, but I won't list. I'm gonna view this file called vi shadow. I'm gonna show you that file. You cannot view that file unless if you are sudo shadow. You cannot vi to it shadow. Say enter. You can see now we can view this file and we can do everything on this file. So I'm gonna go somewhere and I show you something. I wanna go to the folder etc. Where we wanna go here and go to etc. You're gonna see the file, any file which has this X. It seems a person who's not sudo cannot view that file, cannot vi that file, cannot edit that file. For now we logged in like this, but look, you can see could not display shadow, G shadow, because of what? Because of we not what? Sudo. But so it tells us that it gives us a different whatever. So even here, if we open, it say file is unknown. You can see since it's unknown, it simply means it's just telling us that because we are not sudo. You get me? Sudoers. You can see this file sudoers. If you say okay, we can say also, we can also vi to sudoers. We see okay, vi, how do you, okay, we're gonna escape that, quit. Okay, then we're gonna say cd to, we're gonna say vi to sudoers. I saw the word sudoers. Okay, sudoers, then say enter. You can see this is the file where for sudoers. You can see, you can analyze all what is in here and say user privileges, specifications, root, all, you get me, member, admin, all. You can see all the rights somebody can have if he's a sudoer. Allow members of group sudo to execute any command. You can see this gives you all the chances, all the privileges to log into any file, to do what, to edit any file. You have all privileges to do things, you get me. So in previous Ubuntu, you could log in as a master account, and then you just click on this and edit and do whatever. But now here they blocked that. You have to sudo and all that, you get me. So you can see what you have. This file must be edited with the visudo command. Okay, that's the one I put, sudo command as root. Please consider adding local content in etc sudoers.t instead of directly modifying the file, you get me. See the main page for details on how to write a sudoers file. Okay, default, whatever, default mail, bad pass, whatever, all that you can read in here. That's not what we have to do, but you can see that now with sudoers that we gave that user power to do this. You can see they are warning you here. They're telling you that person is going to be doing having all the privileges, doing a lot of things and all that, you get me. So I believe that is something very important. We've covered what we wanted. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe so whatever you are not you did not get right, please tell us, and we can answer you in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video.